Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Hedera and HBAR. So with that being said, let's just dive in. And guys, I have a huge update for you. I'm going to go over a few things within this video. The major thing that I want to start off with is HBAR, right? Is the SEC going to go after HBAR as a token and ultimately sue Hedera as a company? The big question here is if it's going to happen. The big answer is we have no idea, because again, the SEC met with a lot of these companies that it is now suing. We know that the SEC has their own plan of action outside of the US. We know that the SEC basically holds zero weight to their name. Also, I believe that regulations and things like that around crypto are going to come from a different entity, not the SEC. So when we do have, and if we have the SEC go after Hedera and HBAR, one, I think that it will provide us with a great discount on HBAR. And if they do, like I said, I will be buying heavily, because I believe that that discount will be very significant in the future in terms of the value added. Now, how did HBAR get sold as a token? Well, it was held through a SAFT, a simple agreement for futures tokens. And this was through Hedera. Now, in the SAFT, HBAR was essentially a security. And when they conducted the SAFT financing, it was in accordance with the SEC regulation. So as we do look at that, we need to know, are secondary sales also securities? Because we need to know, when did the securities in the SAFT, which is HBAR, stop being securities? So we need to have some sort of clarity around that, or transparency, but we don't know, right? There's no guarantees that HBAR won't be targeted. There's no guarantees that HBAR will be targeted. We are essentially rolling the dice, if you will. But if HBAR is targeted tomorrow, I will be a buyer of HBAR, because I believe that the price, we will see a major discount on HBAR, but also long term, I believe that HBAR will be a very large player around the Web3 market. We already know that the evolution of technology within blockchain and DLT is becoming very large, and we see that almost every major organization out there around our financial system wants to utilize it. And we know that the Web3 economy is growing day by day by day, and it's only going to continue to be a trend. Now with that, I do want to talk to you guys about a few things, talking about building actually. Development on Hedera is up only. Check this out. So here is Ethereum's full-time dev count equals other layer ones combined. Hedera sees largest quarter-over-quarter increase. Here you guys have the development in terms of Hedera. So first off, here's quarter-over-quarter percentage change in terms of full-time development. Very large. And then we also see that the HBAR Foundation is quoting Miles over on Twitter, and we do see, despite prices rising since January, developer activity has exhibited a downturn. This may be attributed to developers switching to other booming tech sectors like AI, fresh VC funding declining, budget constraints / fatigue. But the thing is that Hedera has not seen this decline. Hedera actually was up only, which is great to see. Again, as we do look at development on Hedera, it continues to grow day by day, and it is very exciting to see this, because we are going to start to see a lot more ecosystem growth from this. And again, a lot of the developers that are on Hedera are very, very incredible individuals out there. For example, I've been working with a lot of developers from the Hedera ecosystem, talking with them, meeting with them outside of videos and stuff like that. And it really is something special. I'm very excited for the future of Hedera. And then also over here, EMTECH just recently reposted. I don't know why. It's actually kind of odd that they would repost this, but we do see, our partnership with Hedera Hashgraph allows EMTECH to develop enterprise-grade, highly performant, secure, and energy-efficient CBDC product for sustainability. Remember, this is all the way from 2021, October of 2021. And we do see EMTECH and Hedera Hashgraph join forces to for highly performant, trusted, and energy-efficient central bank blockchain infrastructure. Again, another thing that I would love to know is that, you know, we are seeing the rise of CBDCs. We're seeing the rise of this, you know, tokenized currency push. And as we do look at this, like, we need to understand that DLT and blockchain will be the underlying infrastructure for this new system. Whether it be private or public ledger technology, it is here to stay. Crypto is here to stay. Crypto is only going to continue to become much larger from here on out. And remember, right? Regulators tried to regulate the hell out of the internet in the beginning, and guess what? They lost to technology. Technology will continue to thrive with or without proper regulations. I do think that we are on the right side of history. I've been saying that quite a bit on this channel, and it's simply because, listen, technology, like the internet, like any other major innovation beforehand, technology always wins. And I believe that crypto is going to win because this technology is unmatched. And we also do see over here, Hedera quoting Neuron. Again, one of my favorite use cases on Hedera. We do see a great video from our friends at SkyDrones.com, showing the Neuron ADS-B integration in action, keeping drones and aircraft safely separated. Check this out. This is actually very cool. I don't know if this has... Whoa, sorry. I didn't know if it had music or not. I'm going to mute it because I know YouTube has been muting a lot of things. But I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about this because, you know, if we are seeing drones and aircraft being tracked in real time, there's going to have to be a lot of sensors, tracking, things like that. This is all going to create demand on the network. And whether those transactions, are only, you know, relying on a few tokens, it's still going to be a massive amount of transactions. So this is why Hedera is built for use cases like this that need significant scalability. I've always talked about Neuron because I believe that Neuron is such a huge innovation that is being built upon Hedera, and it's going to be something that requires a significant amount of transactional load. And Hedera is the only network out there capable of doing this right now. And even Neuron themselves have mentioned this. So imagine what the transactions will look like from something like Neuron, when we already know that there is 2.7 billion drone flights estimated in 2026, right? 1.2 million sensors required. So imagine what this is going to blossom out to be in the future. This is, again, me thinking more so long term, right? Because Neuron is still pretty early, but it's also a use case that is so large, in my opinion. I've talked about it many times on this channel, and I will continue to talk about it because I don't think people realize that this could very well equal billions of transactions per day. And it's a use case like this that will push Hedera to the next major level. And I'm very excited for it. Also, Hedera just recently posted, through collaboration with strategic partners, on the cutting edge of refi and digital assets, including the Hashgraph, DLA Piper, Cryptsy Talk, Xtrust, and Evercity Eco. Capturant enables issuers to validate, register, and transact ESG assets. So whether or not you want to get on board with refi and sustainability and all that kind of stuff, you can't argue that this is becoming a much larger trend. As we look at what's happening around government entities regulating a lot of these companies, enterprises, etc., to be sustainable and have carbon offsets and stuff like that, I think that use cases like this are going to become a big hit, especially on things like Hedera that are carbon negative. And I'm very excited for things like this to grow in demand and become a much larger thing, because I don't think people realize that, you know, use cases like this are fundamental for enterprises, especially if they want to be on par with regulations and, you know, be sustainable, which, like I said, it's a big deal. It's a big deal, especially as you do see them have to accommodate for regulations. But I'm very excited about this. I think that this is going to be something pretty interesting, especially on Hedera. It's only going to create more demand for the network. And again, it's right on par with tokenization, digitization, and the push around it, and the efficiencies tied to it. And this is all through major names like, for an example, the Hashgraph Association, DLA Piper, Cryptsy, Hextrust, and Evercity. Very exciting. Also, last but not least, talking about tokenization, PwC Hong Kong and Toko digital asset creation platform built on Hedera team up on tokenization. Shout out to Coinman, the HBAR Barbarian. Real world asset tokenization opens up exciting new opportunities for securities markets for issuers and for investors. Awesome to see. Absolutely love this because, again, I've talked about this. Tokenization on networks like Hedera is going to be the big game changer because of all of the efficiencies tied to it. And we do see PwC Hong Kong has formed an alliance with Toko Limited, a digital asset creation platform, to bring the benefits of tokenization technology to its clients. The collaboration comes amid efforts by the Hong Kong government to develop the city as a virtual assets hub. This is awesome because, remember, PwC has about roughly 800 partners and over 20,000 people in total assigned to this team. Very, very exciting. And we do see, as a tokenization engine, Toko itself is a collaboration with DLA Piper, enabling the platform to provide technology services to complement the international law firm's regulatory compliance capabilities. According to PwC, tokenization transformed the process of finding and matching investors with investment opportunities and the subsequent secondary market opportunities once an investment has been made. And I think that this is definitely going to open the door for a lot more adoption. And we do see that the platform can also mint tokens on a variety of public blockchains such as Ethereum, Polygon, Hedera, and Algorand. But we all know that the best-in-class technology is going to be utilized. And to be completely honest with you guys, and I know that this is going to be something that might be a little controversial, Hedera is far more efficient than all three of these in terms of Ethereum, Polygon, and Algorand. And we do see at the same time the platform can immutably bind backing legal documents and data files to the same token on a separate permission blockchain that maintains privacy and confidentiality by only making this information available to those that have been granted access. So definitely cool. Again, Toko is also a very, very incredible project that is built upon Hedera, because again, this is focused on real estate, funds, intellectual property rights, digital art, and trade finance. And you guys already know me. I love tokenization as a service because we're talking about trillions of dollars being tokenized at some point in time. It's going to happen gradually, not all at once, but hey, I am here for it. I really do think that everything of value will be tokenized on chain, and it's only a matter of time until we start to see big players like, for an example, PwC, which is a major name, by the way, jumping on board with tokenization as a service and really kind of collaborating within this ecosystem. So awesome to see. And if you guys did enjoy this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. So it's up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are on this beautiful. There's been Nick. Peace out, guys.